From 2010 to 2019, let's quench your alcohol thirst once again as we give you a flashback on your alcohol-searching journey over the past 10 years. Bartenders, mixologists, or simple cocktail lovers know many different must-try cocktail recipes that are famous or just came into trend. As the years go by, it's time to look back on what has been happening over the past few years and see what made an impact. Welcome to Advanced Mixology. Let's jump right into the top 10 cocktails inspired by the 2010s. There's barely enough time to pause and think with the last orders set to be called not only for the year, but for an entire decade. However, after reflecting on the most significant changes in drinking culture over the last decade, we picked the most prominent trends and the drinks that best encapsulated them. Here are the top 10 cocktails inspired by the 2010s. 2010. Ash Cloud Sour and the Four Loko. Ash Cloud Sour. Kicking off 2010, this year's most searched news story was when an Icelandic volcano created a thick cloud that spread across half the world. The ash from Eyjafjallajökull made 100,000 planes in North America and Europe unable to fly for almost a week, leaving over 10 million stranded. The first news story of the year is a bit less than interesting, so we've created an even more exciting cocktail to celebrate. The Ash Cloud Sour mixes a dash of hot sauce into a whiskey sour and a shot of Fireball whiskey for those who aren't afraid of fiery flavors. The Four Loko. With the birth of the now famous Four Loko, a caffeinated alcoholic beverage responsible for many unforgettable night outs, the decade began with a bang. The caffeine and sugar-laden cocktail, previously beloved among college students for its intensity and almost alarmingly low price point of $3 per can, has since been banned, but its legacy lives on. 2011. Royal Celebration and Pabst Blue Ribbon. Royal Celebration. In 2011, Prince William and Kate Middleton's wedding was the most watched televised event of that year. The UK even got a bank holiday to celebrate with their future king. Though their classic love story inspires our Royal Celebration cocktail, we wanted to add a touch of class with some champagne for an extra celebratory drink, fit for royalty. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Unlike its cheap beer competitors, PBR was popular with the beanie-clad, handlebar mustache hipsters of the early 2010s, rather than the bro-wi frat stars. It was the beer you drank if you were in a band, and while it was quickly eclipsed by the developing craft beer industry, it reigned supreme for a brief period. 2012. Coney Zombie and Whiskey Sour. Coney Zombie. The short video titled Coney 2012 marked the birth of viral videos and has been watched over 102 million times on YouTube. Charity Invisible Children Incorporated created the video to raise awareness about Ugandan war leader Joseph Kony. In the attempt to combine many complex elements into one drink, this cocktail is inspired by a traditional zombie. Whiskey Sour. With Don Draper's fame came a brief but unforgettable American era. The Avett brothers were played loudly and frequently, and many an old-fashioned and whiskey sour were consumed. They considered it as the best of times and the worst of times. 2013. Fancy Francis and Negronis. Fancy Francis. The choosing of the new pope in 2013 was one of the most searched news topics that year. Pope Benedict XVI stood down from his role and was the first pope in nearly 600 years. Pope Francis made history by becoming the first pope to come from America. In honor of the new pope, celebrate this cocktail that nods to Vatican City and time-honored Catholic tradition. Negronis. Campari began Negroni Week in 2013 with the goal of 1. Celebrating the drink, 2. Raising money for charity throughout the world, and 3. Selling a lot of Campari. It was successful, and the traditional cocktail became the drink of the moment. 2014. Anthony's Daiquiri and over-the-top brunch cocktail. Anthony's Daiquiri. The Ice Bucket Challenge was a viral sensation that took the world by storm in 2014. While initially designed to raise awareness for ALS or motor neuron disease, many who partook weren't aware of the connection and didn't donate money as intended. However, despite its lackluster beginnings, it became one of those memorable events we remember years later. The shot in the middle of this cocktail is like an ice bucket, making it even more enjoyable. Over-the-top brunch cocktail. Instagram's arrival ushered in a new era of Instagram-friendly cocktails, none more so than the Bloody Mary. These gourmet cocktails were a lesson in excess, featuring everything from fried chicken to cocktail shrimp to cheeseburger sliders, truly over the top. 2015, White and Blue and Fireball. White and Blue. A viral event, The Dress, went viral in 2015 thanks to BuzzFeed. This black and blue or white and gold dress image has inspired numerous copycats, even having its own Wikipedia page. The discussion about how human eyes work, which this photo opened up, is so important too. The white and blue is best served with a black and gold straw. Fill your glass with ice to get the perfect color split and pour Fanta to the halfway point. After mixing other ingredients in a cocktail shaker, pour slowly onto exposed ice for that perfect blend. Fireball. While Fireball gained popularity in 2012, it wasn't until 2015 that the cinnamon-flavored whiskey became the best-selling liqueur in the United States and the reason why countless college freshmen can't stand the taste of cinnamon any longer. 2016, Cambridge Bramble and Russian Summertide and Frose. Cambridge Bramble and Russian Summertide. 2016 was an exciting year in which the UK membership in the EU came to a close and Donald Trump won his presidential election. Shortly after this momentous event, whistleblowers exposed how politicians had harvested 87 million Facebook records for their campaigns using psychological profiling data derived from personal profiles. In memory of the great hack and the claims of Russian interference, we've given these two cocktails a decidedly Russian twist. Served in a Moscow Mule, the Russian Summertide truly lives to its name. Frose. Although the occasion has passed, the Frose all-day t-shirts have not. Frose, or Frozen Rose, is a grown-up slushie made with pink wine and fresh strawberries that has become the unofficial white girl drink of 2016. It's best served poolside, preferably with a pizza or donut-shaped pool float nearby. 2017, Solar Eclipse, Sunrise and Eclipse, and Natural Wine. Solar Eclipse, Sunrise and Eclipse. There is a sense of mystery and wonder that comes from looking at the sun. The solar eclipse was an event where everyone could experience this together. Choose from the pre-eclipse sunrise or the post-blackout eclipse, depending on your mood. Natural wine. Natural wine, or wine prepared with less additives and sulfites, first gained popularity in France in the 1960s, but it took a long time, almost 50 years, for the movement to catch on in the United States. Natural wine's expanding popularity reflected consumers' growing worry about what they were putting into their bodies, as it was made with the idea of nothing added and nothing is taken away. 2018, Wakanda Forever and the Aperol Spritz. Wakanda Forever. Black Panther was the biggest movie of 2018. Not only did it receive 7 Oscar nominations, but it also became the highest-grossing superhero film in the US and Canada and had a black director. Wakanda's 4 greatest warriors have inspired some of the most creative cocktails. Each drink is so unique, and you won't believe they're based on a movie. The Aperol Spritz. The cocktail that sparked a flurry of Instagram posts and a heated debate in the New York Times. Aperol, a half-sweet, half-bitter Italian aperitivo, has been available since the 1950s, but it wasn't until Campari launched an aggressive marketing effort that it became a national hit. The hype has died down a little, but you can still expect to see the orange-hued cocktail on your Instagram feed not only in 2018 but also as of today. 2019, Queen in the North and low ABV alternatives. Queen in the North. The finale of the most popular TV show in history was widely considered one of the worst finales ever. Despite winning 10 Emmys, fans were outraged by how things wrapped up and made this topic among 2019's top searches. We created this cocktail in honor of Sansa Stark, one of the most skilled players ever to play the Game of Thrones. Low ABV or alcohol by volume alternatives. While customers' primary worry at the start of the decade was how to get drunk quickly, thus the popularity of Four Loko, we've subsequently moved into an era of lower ABV and more carefully researched components. It's why hard kombucha and mocktails and even white cloche finally found their stride, and it's a trend we'll witness as the decade draws to a close. Reminiscing a decade with some viral stories and news is absolutely interesting. Did you like our list of 10 cocktails inspired by the 2010s? If so, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Advanced Mixology for more videos like this.